Hello everyone, JRod here. Yes, it's true, there's no clickbait here. In the last month, I designed from start to end the second building of my Modular Diagon MOC project. How did I do that? How did I design this building in 1 month and the last one took me 5 months? Well, mostly for two reasons. First, the number of hours that took me to design the second building was less than half that the number of hours that took me to design the first one. Mainly because I knew exactly what I wanted from this building, especially in terms of interiors. And also, I was able to leverage everything that I learned from designing the first building, especially all the things that at the time required me to go into the physical bricks and experiment things like breaking the floors and making it modular. I already knew exactly how to do it. So in this building, I was able to start straight into Brickling Studio and stay there designing the full building until the end. Second, I was able to dedicate 31 hours to the project in the last month, mostly because the review videos that I do intertwined with my mock videos have been shorter, about smaller sets. So I have been spending less time filming, editing and building, which leaves me more time to work on my mock. But enough of talking. Let me show you the final design of the quality Quidditch supplies and the Daily Profit building. So here we are in studio. I present you the Quidditch quality supplies and Daily Profit building. Let me show you around a bit before we talk specifics. As you can see, the front facade is similar to the one in the Diagon Alley Lego set. There are a few differences that I will highlight in a bit, but let me show you the new things that are actually the back of the building. So you see, I tried to keep mostly the style, but cutting it a lot in complexity. So let's talk about specifics then. First, the things that are actually a bit wrong or things missing. Here, it's missing a golden snitch. The part was not available in Brickling Studio, so I left it out. But if you do this set based on the Lego Diagon Alley set, you will have there the part, so it won't be a problem. So differences here in the front facade. We have a few extra layers of plates, mainly one here between the first floor and the terrace, and here in the rooftop of this terrace building. Also, I changed a bit the colors. There was a lot of brown here in this gap between the roof of the entry and the first floor. I made it to dark bluish gray. And also this column here on this side was pink, just like the first floor. But it was the only pink thing. And actually I tried to keep the pink and make the back of the building mostly in pink, and it was really weird. I didn't like how it looked in any way, so I decided to go the other way around and change this pink that was here also to dark bluish gray, and have like the ground floor is all in stone and then the first floor is painted in pink. So these are the main differences on the outside. This door is actually a back door for the quality Quidditch supply store. And one other thing, as we closed the building, I added here a trapdoor in the terrace so that people can climb from the first floor into the terrace through this trapdoor. So let's look a bit at the interior and going floor by floor. So let's start with the terrace, this small area in the terrace. I mostly kept it as it was, just completed it. Actually, I changed a bit because this door here was like partly on the chimney. I think it was mostly because of lack of space. So I moved it around a bit to the side So this has access for this area, and the chimney is completely separate area. I also put here one thing that was in the inside of the building in the first floor on the Lego diagonally originally. That it was this spider web. I think that it makes much more sense here in this storage facility that usually nobody goes very often. Makes much more sense to have the spider web and the spider here. So this is the, let's call it attic or something like that. So let's go into the first floor. And in the first floor is everything new. Why? Because I was really upset with the lack of things of the Daily Prophet. So I actually made the first floor of this building the office of the Daily Prophet. I have here desks and chairs for the journalists and the photographers. I made like a special chair and desk in green to match up to her dress for Rita Skeeter. I think that for sure in the Daily Prophet office, she would have a special place. So I created it for her. She has a bigger desk and a better chair than the other journalists. Also, I added here a small thing to put coats or hats. So we have here the big desk for Rita Skeeter and her big chair, and two smaller chairs for journalists and two smaller desks. Since this set originally has a photographer, I actually used this small area to create a chamber to develop photographs. I don't know how in the magical world works the creation of those photos where people move, but since they have pretty old-looking cameras, I think that probably they will need a development room for creating their photos. So I created one here. And on this side, we have an arch that goes to the hallway and the stairs that go down for the door of the Daily Prophet, and also these stairs that go up to access the trapdoor and go into the terrace. So this is the first floor of the building, totally dedicated to the Daily Prophet. Going into the ground floor, you can see that in this area where there's the door that will say Daily Prophet, we have the stairs going up to the first floor. And in the ground floor, I just used every single thing that was in the building in the original Lego set and added it all to the ground floor of the store, which actually allowed me to really populate very well the ground floor with a lot of interesting things. There's some mannequins missing here and here because Bricklink Studio didn't have the minifigure parts, and also some balls and bats that should be on this chest but are outside because since there are no studs to fit them in, Bricklink Studio doesn't allow me to put them here. Other than that, there's nothing really new here. It's exactly the same thing that was created in the Lego Diagonally set. As you can see here, I had to use the same approach that I had needed to use on Ollivander's. That means to have one layer of plates higher in the front facade side and have the matching less one layer of plates in the first floor to make sure that they fit well together and I don't screw up the front facade. As you can see, the store has a rear door that I kind of used this cabinet here with clothes to hide a bit. I also used the arches that the store had, but were a bit more to the front to support the first floor when it was not a modular, and used it to not only support better the first floor, but to add some small lamps that will help to bring light to the store during the night. So that's it. I hope you have enjoyed the video, and I look forward to see your feedback in the comments section. So now the plan is to start designing the third building, which is the building with the bookshop Flourish and Blots and Florian Fortescue's ice cream parlor. That building will bring a set of different challenges. For instance, it will be the first one with a proper roof, not a terrace. So there will be different challenges designing it, but I'm expecting to have it ready to show you in the video I will release in 4 weeks. In the meantime, I will do another video review. I think it will be with the Taj Mahal. It's the set that I have to build next. And I hope to see you very soon in those 2 videos.